Hola, hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Adding It All Up. I am on day one of my 30-day finish rich challenge to turn my finances around in 2023. I am doing, for those of you that don't know, I am starting a series. This is day one, so this is very exciting. I had to do a whole bunch of homework for this one. So basically, I am using David Bach from the Latte Factor book, and he had come up with a 30-day challenge to basically get your finances in order before 2023 happens. He did it in 2021 for 2022. I'm just a year behind. I found it, I liked it, and I'm super excited about it. So, what's the first step? So, today we're going to get organized. Whoo, guys, I had to do some digging. Let me tell you what. So, how do we do this? So, the first thing is basically you got to figure out, you know, what is going on with your financial life. Like, what exactly is going on with your finances? So, you need to know how much money you have, where it's parked, and how accessible it is. Okay, so Sarah, how do I do this? So it was a seven step process that I did. So first I had to figure out what my net worth was, and it's right here. Yes, 2,000 and or 205,053 cents. That's what my net worth is. That doesn't include my businesses. It's just me personally with my husband here at the house. So yeah, that's it. So that's what my net worth is. Then I had to, Sarah, how do I figure out my net worth? So it's an accounting thing. It's all your assets minus your liabilities. Well, I'm not really sure what that is. So assets are things like checking accounts, savings accounts, your house, your car. Yes, I know people are going to tell me your car's a liability. But it does have a value. You could sell it for something, correct? Um, what else did I have in here? That's all I had under mine. Other things is like if you gold jewelry. I have a Swarovski collection that probably is not worth anything anymore, but I didn't even put that in there. Like I didn't even worry about it. So those are the kind of things that I just kind of say are assets, right? And then you have liabilities. Well, Sarah, what are those? I mean, obviously, credit card debt. That's a liability. If you have a car loan, that's a liability. If you have a house note, that's a liability. If you have any type of HELOC or mortgage against something, that's a liability. Your student loan, unless it's forgiven, is a liability. So it is money that you owe to people that are not you, that is somebody else. So after I took all of my assets minus my liabilities, I came to 205.53. I actually did it on this neat little sheet here. I don't know if you can see that, but I did. I actually did. I put it all in Excel. I put it down. I put it up. We figured it out, and now this is where I'm at. So this also does not include my retirement. So I did not put that in there. I know I probably should, but I didn't, because I'm just trying to get it down, guys, to kind of see where I'm at. I'll worry about that other stuff later. Then the second thing is what is your gross income, your pre-tax income, and what's your take-home pay? Well, I don't care about my pre-tax income. I am just looking at, because I get a W-2 from my businesses. So I'm just looking at that, and I get $2,512.39 every single week. Or, I'm sorry, every other week. We get paid bi-weekly. So that's what I get. So that is my take-home pay. That is not my husband's take-home pay. That's just my take-home pay, which my husband's take-home pay that he gets covers the house mortgage. So that's where we go with it. That just covers the house mortgage, and that's what he contributes to the house. Then what is my fixed cost? Well, let's explain fixed cost first. I call it your four walls, right? So your housing, your food, your transportation, your insurance, your health insurance, those things are your fixed costs. So I looked down and said I have house, I have utilities, I have my auto, I have my groceries, and then my credit card minimum payments. Honestly, guys, that's my fixed cost. Those are my fixed costs that I have. I'm very lucky and fortunate I do not have car notes, but I do have debt. So um, I looked at that and I kind of wrote it down. So house payment is, $1,900. I am using my Silken Sonder, and I actually wrote everything down. See? It's all there. I am going to QBO Connect next week. I will still be filming, but I will be at QBO. Maybe I'll do a vlog when I'm in there. I don't know. We'll decide. But that's for work. So I wrote down every single one. I kind of used it like the budget mom. I wrote down when I was going to pay my bills. So I have a little cheat sheet for me, right? So that's what we need to do. How much money am I saving per month? And how much goes to my retirement account? I already know that I have 10% go into my retirement account all the time, pre-tax. I have for a long time. That's one thing that my company matches me on, and that's non-negotiable for me. So if I get a match, that's like throwing away money into the wind if I don't do it. So that is happening. But as far as like savings, I'm not really sure. How big is my emergency fund? My emergency fund is $3,400. Now, I know some people talk about $2,000, $1,000, $3,000. Sarah, where's it at? I really believe an emergency fund is only how comfortable you feel to have that money. I like to have a little bit more than what, Dave Ramsey baby step one would be, was $1,000, because I think that's kind of outdated with the inflation that's happened lately. Even here in Indiana, I feel like it needs to be more than that. So I actually did $3,400, which if you look at my take-home pay, that's not even covering me a whole 2 weeks, guys. It's covering me a little bit more than 2 weeks, but not much. So my emergency fund is probably a little bit less than a month of money. Where do I keep my emergency savings? I keep it in my Capital One 360. I've had that account 30 years. I started when it was ING, the little orange ball, and it was probably one of the very first internet. It was one of the first internet banks that was out there. So I get good interest. They allow me to like move my money around in like tons of savings accounts. So I'm totally fine with that. So that's what I get. Let's see. And then the sixth one is, how much money do you have invested outside your retirement accounts? I did look at that. Currently, I have $48,820. I am not touching that money. That money is to go for my husband so that we can contribute his $6,000 to a Roth IRA every year. I've just had that money sitting there, and I don't know if it's crazy or not, but I've had it invested, and I don't want to do it to pay off debt because I feel like I can do this. I got this. Do I have any debt? Why, yes, I do. So I currently figured out my credit card debt. It is $18,327. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself too. Yeah, so I'm not really happy about that. So that is with everything. That is my lending club, my American Express, my Discover card, my Citibank Diamond, my Home Depot, my Southwest card, my Starbucks card, and my TJ Maxx. Guys, I have stuff that was like reoccurring on some of these that I didn't even know I had. So here I thought I was ripping them up and throwing them away, when in actuality the next month there was a charge on there that I was like, what the frick? So I have moved everything around to one card if it's on a reoccurring, so that I know which card it is, and that card will from here on out get paid in full. So that I know for sure which card it is that has the stuff that has to be on a card, that I can't like just pay cash for, or anything like that. And that's pretty much it. That is the first thing about getting organized, guys. It was super hard. I should say it was super hard. It was difficult, okay? It was difficult to get that. I think it was more difficult for me to see it. So I will link the 30-day money challenge, gain control of your finances in 2021, but we're actually doing it for 2022. I will link that in the notes in the bottom. You guys look at it, and then if you want to follow along with me, again, I'm on day 1. So I just got organized. I got all of my stuff organized. So again, if you guys need any help at all, DM me in the comments. DM me, hit me up in the comments, like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you've made it all the way to the end. And I'll see you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Bye.